Hello friends, I'd like to start by acknowledging the wonderful and resilient people, the owners of the land in which we stand on today, the Wurundjeri, Wurrung and Boonwurrung people, and pay my respects to their elders past and present. And I would also like to acknowledge all of you wonderful people coming here Sunday after Sunday. One of these Sundays soon, we shall be standing here not to speak about our genocide, not to speak about war crimes. We will be here to celebrate our freedom, to celebrate our free Palestine. Friends, 393 days. 393 days of unrelenting genocide. 393 days of the erasure of neighborhoods, of lives, and of memories. But also 393 days of protests, encampments, and of student mobilization. My colleagues and I have stood up to the University of Melbourne to end the ties with weapons manufacturers and Israeli universities. And I promise you, this work will not stop, and we will not rest until they divest and end their ties. And this commitment goes beyond me and my fellow students at Melbourne Uni. We've mobilized and built allies the world over. We've found power in our just cause. We found power in standing up for the rights of our fellow Palestinian students. We found power in each other, power that we shall never ever relinquish. But these 393 days have been extremely difficult for everyone, let alone us Palestinians. Growing up in a Palestinian household, we take that pride like no other. Being a Palestinian comes with expectations. It is true that as a Palestinian, you are either a doctor, an engineer, or a failure. It is also true that a child's first words are often Free Palestine. It is when you realize that your identity is like no other, that the love for your homeland and the passion for your cause is galvanized before you can even learn to walk. That your identity comes with responsibilities, with keys to homes, where you and your generation will be in charge of the return of your people. And one with such a huge burden is carried with hope, carried with gratitude, and carried with love. Being a Palestinian, I can't help but think that it could have been me in Gaza right now. Floods of bullets and rockets, and droughts of food, water, and hope. This past week, we saw a rogue state that never fails to prove it is wrong. The decision to ban UNRWA is not only unprecedented in its outreach, it is also unprecedented in its cruelty. It serves as a reminder of the desperation that this genocidal state wishes to amplify the suffering of my people, and also a reckless act demonstrating the deep racist ideologies that has become the norm of the leaders of this rogue state. Silence is not an option. Inaction is not acceptable. Our voices must be louder. Our actions must be stronger. And for the parents out there, please be generous with your stories, experience, and advice. Please don't install fear in us, and instead amplify our energy and encourage us. And for the young people here today, and this applies for not just Palestinians, you are all just as Palestinian today. Our grandparents may have been a generation of exile, of trauma. Our parents' generation, a generation of rebuilding, resilience, and resistance. But our choice is clear. We shall be the generation of liberation. Let's educate ourselves on our history and our rights. Let's carry the stories of our grandparents with these keys of our homes in our hometowns. Let's mobilize and grow our numbers. Let's build our allies. Let's connect our universities, workplaces, and organizations. Let's write to politicians, to the media. We shall carry the stories of those who we lost, the dreams of those who seek justice, and the hope for a future where everyone, regardless of the color of their skin or the God they worship, can live with dignity and peace. The day we'll walk the streets as a free people is coming. The day that from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free is coming. We shall and we will see to it. Thank you.